Imagine standing on a beach and looking out at the ocean. Far in the distance, you notice dark clouds beginning to gather. The wind has shifted slightly, the waves have changed. There is a tension in the air that most people around you do not seem to notice. You point toward the horizon and quietly say, "I think a storm is coming." The people around you look up at the clear blue sky above them and smile. "What storm? The sky is fine. You're overthinking. Stop worrying." So you look back toward the horizon and wonder if perhaps they are right. Maybe you imagined it. Maybe you are seeing something that is not there. An hour passes. The clouds grow a little darker. The wind picks up. Still, nobody notices. You mention it again, more cautiously this time. Again, people laugh. Again, they tell you everything is fine. Eventually, you stop mentioning it. Not because the storm disappeared, not because you stopped seeing it, but because you are tired of being treated as if you are trying to ruin everyone's day. For many intuitive people, this is what life often feels like. Not because we can predict the future, not because we possess special powers, but because we spend our lives paying attention to details that others often overlook. A pause before someone answers a question. A smile that looks convincing to everyone except the person wearing it. A change in someone's energy. The way a person's eyes look when they are exhausted. The subjects they suddenly avoid discussing. The tension hidden inside ordinary conversations. Most people experience events. We often experience patterns, and patterns tend to tell stories long before the final chapter arrives. The strange part is that we often cannot explain exactly how we know what we know. Our minds collect thousands of tiny observations and connect them automatically. By the time we become consciously aware that something feels wrong, our brains have already assembled a puzzle we cannot fully describe. All we know is that something does not fit, and that can be difficult to explain to someone who only sees the individual pieces. So when we ask, "Are you okay?" the response is often predictable. "I'm fine. Nothing is wrong. You're imagining things. You think too much." And sometimes we believe them. Because despite what people assume, intuitive people spend a surprising amount of time doubting themselves. We know we are not always right. We know assumptions can be wrong. We know people are complicated. The difference is that experience teaches us something. When you have watched enough storms arrive, you learn to recognize the clouds. Over time, you discover that certain signs often point somewhere. Stress rarely appears overnight. Burnout rarely appears overnight. Depression rarely appears overnight. Most difficult things begin as small cracks that slowly spread. And intuitive people often notice those cracks before anyone notices. The wall is breaking. Unfortunately, noticing is only the beginning. The harder part is living with what you notice. One of the more difficult aspects of being highly intuitive is that concern is often mistaken for arrogance. When you tell someone they seem exhausted, overwhelmed, unhappy, or lost, they may hear something very different from what you intended. They hear, "You think you know me? You think you're smarter than me? You think you've got all the answers." But that is rarely what is being said. What is usually being said is much simpler. "I care enough to notice." The intention is not superiority. The intention is concern, yet concern is not always received that way. People who are hurting often protect themselves. People who are overwhelmed often deny it. People who are scared often become defensive, so the person trying to help feels dismissed. The person being approached feels judged, and a distance begins to grow between them. Over time, many intuitive people become quieter. Not because they stop noticing, not because they stop caring, but because they become tired of watching good intentions turn into misunderstandings. They learn that not everyone wants help. Not everyone wants insight. Not everyone is ready to hear what they themselves have not yet accepted. And so they become observers. They notice, they worry, they hope, and often they carry a quiet sadness that few people ever see. Because one of the hardest experiences in the world is watching someone you care about slowly break down while knowing there is nothing you can do until they are ready to see it themselves. You watch the exhaustion grow, you watch the joy fade, you watch the stress become normal, you watch them become a smaller version of who they once were. And every instinct inside you wants to help. You want to tell them what you see. You want to reach through the wall they have built around themselves. You want them to understand that you are not judging them. You are worried about them. But life teaches a difficult lesson. People can only accept help when they are ready to accept that they need it. So you wait, and you hope, and sometimes you are wrong. When that happens, it is a relief, because being wrong means the storm never came. But when you are right, there is no satisfaction, no victory, no feeling of "I told you so." Only sadness. Because the thing you hoped would never happen has finally arrived. Perhaps that is what many people misunderstand most about intuitive individuals. It is not about being right. It was never about being right. Most would gladly be wrong every single time. Because what they truly want is not validation. What they truly want is for the people they care about to be healthy, happy, and at peace. They do not want recognition for noticing the storm. They simply wish the storm never had to arrive.